Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to my channel, Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're doing the Capricorn season overview. That starts December 21st through January 19th. That's from 2020 to 2021. There's a lot in this season that I'm going to basically unpack, tell you about. I'm going to advise you, please get a pen and paper if you want, or watch this to get the dates, because there's a whole lot of energy. I've been talking about it when I did my Sagittarius, that this would be bigger energy. I've been talking about it in my last general energy readings also. So we're going to go a little bit more into this, and I will be pulling some cards. So I am an intuitive channeler. I've opened myself up to my higher power. Whatever the message is will come through. I will be using my Radleigh Valentine Angel Tarot cards. I'm going to be using traditional tarot cards also. And I may pull in my Archangel Power Tarot cards and my Crystal Tarot cards. These are Radleigh Valentine. This is Emily Anderson. We'll see, where the spirit leads. Now, I have also put together kind of a little cheat sheet for me, because there's a lot of information here. And, I'm just going to kind of, go through this with you. Remember, this is a general overview. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. A lot of this is, based upon what I have been feeling, but a lot of it's also been backed up by some things that I've looked up in the internet. Now, I did post something for the 14th Astro Butterfly. I had said, I had done my general readings and my general energies and talked about what I was anticipating from the 14th to the 24th. And then today I got an article about, from Astro Butterfly, and I'm reading it. I'm like, pretty much what I talked about. So I did post it in my Facebook and under YouTube, the community page. So please take a look at that. Now I'm going to kind of look over here a little bit. So I told you that Capricorn season is going to be starting on December 21st at 5:03 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And any times that I give you will be Eastern Standard Time, so you can kind of adjust for that. But let's go ahead and see. We're going to do one from my Archangel Power Tarot cards and, one from my, my regular tarot cards. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. But let's see what we have going now. So let's see what the overall energy for Capricorn is going to be. Let's go ahead and see. What is the overall energy for Capricorn? We're going to pull one from you, unless you have more to come out. Okay, let's go ahead. We're going to cut. Reversed cards are stronger energy. Let's see what this one says. The Queen of Earth. Okay, so we have that Earth energy. The Earth energy is Capricorn energy. It's also Taurus. It also has, it also is Virgo. It is energy that you can touch. It is energy, it's tangible. A lot of times this has to do with your home, your security, your money. And the Queen of Earth really gives a lovely overview of Capricorn energy for this season. It's about getting things settled in your home, getting things settled in your money, getting things settled with, with those things that mean, those practical things, those things that mean, again, what is security to you. So that's wonderful. I do like that. Thoughtful, creative, warm, sensible. Make time for those around you. Take a sensible approach. Deal with challenges in a kind, understanding manner. So there is some things here too that says we ourselves have to look at things and stay calm with this energy too. Now, let's go ahead and we're going to shuffle just the regular tarot and see what we have with this. See what we have for my Capricorns, just the overview of the energies. December 21st to January 19th. Let's see what we have here. Here we go. I cannot tell you if this is reversed. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. So we have a 10 here. It was reversed. 10 here, things moving on. Things moving on. In many ways, there will be a new chapter coming, and there will be an end of something and a new beginning. So because we have that 10 gives us that cycle. That, the wheel of fortune said, not a lot you can do about it. Things will be changing. Things will be moving on. Okay? A lot of times this is about karma closing, closing and karma opening. This is also chapters, books ending, new books opening. I'm not even going to say chapters because, this has a lot of the book energy here. Okay, so almost all of the planets are going to be going direct. So this is really very positive with that. Now I am feeling kind of like I need to pull a crystal card. Let's see if there's a crystal that we need, or not, there will be. What crystal will help us through this time? So, okay, let's go ahead. Here we are. Here we go. This is reversed. Smoky quartz. Smoky quartz. Now, I'm looking to see if I have some smoky quartz. I think I might have some. I just don't know where it is. Anyway, smoky quartz dispels negative energy. So this is one of the things that we will talk about. We do need to keep our vibrations extremely high, okay? We have to stay positive. We have to, sing, dance, do whatever it is to keep our vibrations high. And so this makes a lot of sense. Dispels negative energy, home protection, earth connection, achieving career success. Okay, so let's see now. Okay, so all the planets are direct except for one, and that's Uranus. And Uranus has a lot of, Aquarius, Uranus and Aquarius are like, Mars and Aries, okay? So that's still retrograde, but it's still in Taurus, but it does go direct January 14th, okay? Now, and you have to understand that Uranus, and remember, that's about expect the unexpected. Uranus will be in Taurus, which is the earth energy, again, until 2021. So all the other planets that are direct, we know about Venus in Sagittarius, that is in 1215. It will transition to Capricorn on January 8th. Capricorn does have that down-to-earth type of energy, and that kind of reminds me of why we would have that. Venus is the goddess of love, the goddess of romance. She can be kind of an obsessive person or an obsessive energy, but she settles down a little bit. I do feel that on the 8th, when we get closer to that Capricorn time, that there will be more of a settling down type of energy. Now, we do have Chiron, Chiron. Now I think that's like an asteroid or something. That is direct as of the 15th. That's in Aries. Now, it will be in Aries until April of 2027. So when this is, so remember, Aries, Mars, Aries is about yourself. Aries is about taking care of yourself. And Chiron is the great healer, the wounded healer, okay? And there's a lot to his story. It was really, really quite interesting, his story. This will be about taking care of ourselves, but it's also about healing, and it's also learning from our lessons, learning from our pains, learning from the things we've gone through, okay? Remember, Aries is about self. Now, it doesn't mean, Aries, we could be, we're looking more at ourselves with Aries, but this is healing of ourselves. So, Jupiter is in Aquarius, and it will be there from 2020 until 2021. Saturn is in Aquarius from 1217 to March of 2023. So it's going to be in Aquarius for a longer period of time. Now, Saturn's about rules, regulations, boundaries. Now, Jupiter is kind of the fun planet. Jupiter's kind of the let's go and do things planet. And so now Aquarius, though, Aquarius is, Aquarius wants the higher level. Aquarius is an air sign. They look for the higher good, okay? They're also, they want that, they want what's best for the people. They want what's best for everyone involved, okay? So they don't necessarily like when Saturn tries to hem them in. And I'm not talking about Aquarian itself. I'm talking about Aquarius energy. It doesn't necessarily like the to be hemmed in, but Saturn is in Aquarius, so Saturn is not necessarily liking the freedom that Aquarius brings, okay? So we have Mercury in Capricorn, and that goes in on 12/20. And that's, basically, just the facts. It's going to be very blunt. It's going to be very, this is the way it is, not personal. This is not personal. And, you always love that when people say, it wasn't personal. It's like, well, it was personal to me. Well, no, this isn't personal. Now, it will transition to Aquarius on January 8th. But, and then that again, then it becomes more what is personal, what is for the betterment of, of the person type of thing. Remember this, it will start going retrograde in February 1st. So you do have that 2-week window prior. It's called the shadow of retrograde. So things start to slow up a little bit and things start to move a little bit more so. Okay, we do still have Mars in Aries. Remember, Mars is Aries. Aries is Mars. So, but it is direct in Aries now. So it's really, this is like focus. This is like, I want this done. I want to get, this is what this type of energy is. It will transition to Taurus, Earth energy again, January 6th. Now, that will be about, I want to get this done, but I want to get this done in the right way. I want to get this done in work. I want to get this done in, there will be a bullish push to get things done. Okay? Okay. Now, Uranus is still retrograde in Taurus. It goes direct on January 14th. Remember, expect the unexpected. Neptune is still direct. It's still in Pisces. It will be there for a while. Pluto is the only planet now in Capricorn. Okay? So, just be aware of that. So we've gone through that. So everything as of January 14th, right? Is it January 14th when I said Uranus? Everything for at least until February 1st, everything will be going direct. So there will be that push to get things kind of back to, now I shouldn't say back because we can never go back, but that push to get things into alignment, okay, into something that's workable. Now let's go ahead and we're going to pull some more cards for the planets. Oh my gosh. And I know that was a lot, but there's still so much here. So let's see with our okay, sure. You want to come out? Sure. And let's go ahead and, okay, I'm being kind of drawn to my Archangel Power Tarot cards. We're going to pull one of you. Here we go. So you're reversed. You're not. Let's see what we have here. Just general overview for our planets. Here we go. This is reverse 3 of fire. Okay. So, I'm kind of feeling that this is going to be when the 14th comes around, when all of these planets are more in that direct energy. The 3 of fire, now fire energy is Sagittarius, it's Aries, it's also Leo, passionate, burning, it's very determined energy. So this is going to be more that determined type of energy. And when does Mars transition to, okay, Mars goes into Taurus January 6th. So this could be even up, this could be around that January 6th also type of, energy. This is when things start to sprout. This is when things start to grow again. This is when things start to feel like there is, and I shouldn't say it this way, there's going to be more optimism. And in fact, probably, during this whole planetary, as we're moving, there's going to be more optimism, okay? But we still have to get through some other times. Now, this is abundance. Things look very good. Have patience at this time. And I think that's more of our case. Make long-term plans. And here we go with this. the night of Michael. So remember, Michael is air energy. It's Aquarius energy. So we're, I've said this before, are we entering the age of Aquarius? Or, I don't really know that. I know many people say yes. I don't know that, but we are entering an age of Aquarius. Okay, we are entering air energy. We are entering that type. And Michael is your air energy. It is our there's going to sense. I do feel this is more in this January though. So that January 6th type of energy, okay? When Mars goes into Taurus, I feel like this is when that optimism is going to start rising. I'm not going to say it's gone, but it's going to start rising, okay? The night of Michael, night's directional. They need to have that directions. Night, remember, has that underlying fire energy. It has that passionate. Remember, all of the cards, pages have an underlying earth. Knights have the underlying fire. Queens, water. Kings, air. Okay, that's how that works. This is the night of Michael, so there is that fire, that passion about this, and let's do it smart. Let's not just do it half-baked. Let's not just do it what I want, so we're just going to do it. Let's do it smart. Let's make that plan. Okay, so this is what's happening with as the planets go direct with Capricorn. So, is strong, committed, intellectual, diligent. Time to move quickly. Choose logic over emotion. Sudden changes. So, just be prepared for these things. And that's all it is. If we're aware of these changes, then when they happen, we'll know. We'll know. Okay? Okay. Now, I never talk about this, but I found this and I thought, wow, and I found this through a couple of sources. So Uranus, I talk about Uranus, but there's also on the 19th, yes, so let's go into that one. On the 19th of December, there's this conjunction between Uranus and Black Moon Lilith, okay? I found this on a couple of sites and it was like, okay, this is big type of energy. Remember, the 19th is also when Jupiter enters into Aquarius too. Okay, now, this conjunction, nothing is holding back at this time. Nothing at all. Letting it all out. This is, this has a lot of kind of I don't care. I don't care type of energy here. This is like going for broke type of energy. So let's go ahead and see what the traditional tarot has to say regarding this. And again, you're because it's just a little bit beyond but I just thought I kept finding this. This kept popping up for me. And I was like, okay, I need to tell people. Okay, here we go. Let's see what this says. Now this is reverse. Now reverse cards to me do have stronger energy, okay? This is the Magician. This is the Magician. One, new beginning is making things happen. If you're going to pull a rabbit out of your hat, most magicians have the rabbit somewhere in that hat. This is pulling the rabbit out of the hat where you didn't have the rabbit in your hat. This is making things happen. A lot of it could be, verbally. This could be physically out of nothing. Okay, this is very supernatural, very higher power. They do talk, there is talk about how on the 14th with the new moon and with the solar eclipse, that there was portals open up. People talk about portals a lot, and I like to give you that, and let you kind of make some decisions, open up. And, and this is all about changes. We are in a time of major changes, okay? So the Magician coming up means that we can have some control over this. So I don't want to, because the Magician is saying, you can make things happen. You can make things happen on that positive. I will always tell you to connect with higher power, your guardian angel, spirit guide, your voice of the universe, your divine, the archangels. They're here to help, okay? So this on the 19th, besides Jupiter going into Aquarius, which is really very, very big, and this Uranus, Black Moon, Lilith conjunction, this is about, and again, keeping our vibrations and putting out what we're looking for, what we want, what we need. This is a time where, it's like anything can go. Let's use this to make things happen. Okay? Okay. Now, let's go. I know this is getting my woo. Now, we come to December 21st. Now, 21st, a lot of different things happening. I'm feeling like I need to pull these. On the 21st, the sun enters, or Capricorn season begins at 5:03 a.m. Okay, so we have Capricorn season beginning. We did pull the card that was for Capricorn season, the Queen of Earth, and then we had the Wheel of Fortune. And that one just flew. Here we go. So that one just came out. I'm feeling, again, like I need to pull another card here. So again, we do have that air energy that represents, again, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. Twos have that decision-making crossroads, that we're at this crossroad time, and it's kind of like, what are we going to do with this? The Magician was there saying that we can make anything happen. So maybe, this could be this is going to be a time of great transformation. And the Magician on the 19th, is saying that this is a time for us to, that this could be some tremendous growth, that this could be some again, transition keeps coming, that this could be, again, finishing a chapter, opening a book. What is it that we want? What is it that, maybe that our circumstances have kept us from doing? That, senses of opportunities. Remember, too, there is this infinity sign above, so unlimited type of opportunity. So we have the Two of Michael. It will all be better if you just make a decision. Over analyzing a problem, find a compromise. So maybe we're looking at this too much and we're just waiting, and, I'm not quite sure with that. I do think we need to know what's happening, but maybe we're just, we do need to also live in the present, okay? We don't want things to pass us by, and we don't want to be so worried that it stops us. Remember, what is it? Paralysis by analysis. We still have to live our lives. We still have to do it. Okay. This card now, the Page of Gabriel. So remember, pages have that earth energy. Gabriel is the fire energy. So, passionate, that burning, but pages have that work energy. And pages are, this is new beginnings, new starts in many, many ways, because pages are optimistic. Pages are like, hey, this is a new opportunity. This is like, going where I've never been before. This is what is opening up for me type of energy. Now, a lot of that has to do with your work, your job, your career, but it could also be about how you live your day-to-day life too. Now, the Page of Gabriel is energetic, brave, optimistic, playful. This could be a time actually that opens up for you to follow your passions. You are ready for any challenge, opportunities for excitement and adventure. Now, kind of feeling, I'm being drawn to my regular tarot. Oops. Okay, there we go. This one is reversed. So here we have the Eight of Pentacles. 8, again, has that unlimited opportunities. This person is busy at his work. This person is industrious. This person is making things happen. This person is saying, so this has a lot to do. So Capricorn energy, while we talk about the Queen of Earth, this, and again, Pentacles is Earth energy. this Capricorn season, with all of this stuff going on, it could be an explosive opening for fulfilling passions. And I don't mean on the, I don't mean on the personal, interpersonal. I don't mean on that type of relationship. This could be living up to your potential type of energy. Okay? Okay. Now, we also have the solstice. The solstice. Now, northern, it's going to be winter. Southern, it's going to be summer. But that's the start of a new season. And this goes along with that start of a new season. There's optimism. There is, things opening up. Chapters ending, chapters beginning, books opening up. Now, this is where things get interesting. Okay, let me kind of push this up a little bit so I can, okay. Now, we have this Jupiter-Saturn great conjunction, okay? Now, this is where, this happens every 20 years. So you have to always think back, it's like 19.87 years, okay? So but you can just say, let's round it to the 20. So you just go back, what happened in 2000? What happened in 1980, 1960? Just this happens every 20 years. It's big and it does make changes. However, this is in Aquarius, okay? And I'm going to quote from Astro Butterfly. This is the first conjunction in Aquarius since the early 15th century. And that it's also occurring at exactly 0 degrees Aquarius. This marks the big shift from the 200-year Earth element domination to a 200-year air element dominance, okay? So it means basically that, so while this is in Aquarius, then I guess something will be happening in Gemini and, and in Libra. I'm not quite sure on that part, but we're going more towards that intellect, that ability to make plans, the ability to think things through strategically, the ability to actually live possibly up to our potential, okay? So we have that. So Saturn, this happens about every 20 years, but this time the degrees are at 0 and in Aquarius. Major, major changes. 0 represents infinite potential and holds the energy of limitless possibilities. We need to make sure that our vibrations are at a very high level, because what we put out into this will help to usher in that higher vibration time too. This closes a karmic cycle for the earth, and then it opens this new cycle. It helps us, we're stepping into a new age. But again, we have to keep our vibrations high. Now, what would this mean? Well, this is going to be very good. And again, we're transitioning still. So it's not like it's, I always talk about the light switch. Sometimes this is, like a dimmer switch, and sometimes you don't even know that it's getting darker or lighter until you're like, oh, wow, it's, until it's not like an on-off switch, okay? But they talk about this happening in the 15th century. So I went back to look at the 1400s. Not in my time machine. Anyway, The 1400s are considered the bridge between the Dark Middle Ages to the Age of Enlightenment. And that took that was like 100 or 200 years, but it was the bridge. It was the movement. That's how slow some things happen. Now, the other thing that I found out was, while that was Astro Butterfly talking about that, I also found from several sources that this conjunction will be the closest since 1623. Now, that is actually in the Age of Enlightenment, okay? But it's the closest observable since 1226. 26, yes. But that was in that dark middle age time. But like I said, so there's all these different dates. Again, there's kind of this, so we have something that's in the 1200s, we have something that's in the 1400s, we have something in the 1600s. So, but these were all being done. This was all in, I believe, this was more so with Pisces, okay? So this was like this age of Pisces type of thing. I believe that. Don't hold me on that one. But the other thing that's very, very interesting with this is it's being likened, it's being called by several sources, the Star of Bethlehem. Now, it's going to be because Jupiter is the larger of the planets, it's the brightest, but then Saturn is a very bright type of star also. It's not a star, but it shines like a star. So they're going to be very, very close to each other, so it's going to look like a very large star. What I'm understanding, you're going to start to be able to see it a little bit before the 21st, and it will then go on for a couple of days after. It's going to look like an elongated star. What I do understand about this is you need to look at the southwest, and I'm hearing, I think it was 25 minutes, about 25 minutes after dusk, okay? Could have been 45 minutes. I think it's 25 minutes. I didn't write that down. I'm sorry. So the other thing that goes on with this, so here we have it, like I said, it's like 400, 600, 800. The Jupiter and Saturn comes within 0.1 degree of each other, and this forms the first visible double planet in 800 years. So that goes back to that 1200. Okay, some scholars say that this happened 3 times in the year of 6 BC. Now this is the year that, many, many scholars believe that that Jesus was born, okay? They call this the Star of Bethlehem, but the original star was in Pisces, okay? There will be, and during the same time now, so we will have Saturn and Jupiter in Aquarius at 0, and I believe there's going to be 2 other planetary actions that are going to be 0 degrees too, but not in Aquarius. I think that's Mars, and it could be Pluto. I'm not sure, but I think it is Pluto. So this is going to be very, very tight. So there's going to be these 4 perfect aspects occurring at 0 planets, at 0 degrees. Okay, so you can see a lot of karma is ending. The Earth is going through a metamorphosis. It's ready to come out of its shell. All of this air energy, if this is not ushering in the age of Aquarius, this is definitely an age of Aquarius, okay? We're still not done. So we're close, but we're still not done. Okay, but let's go ahead and let's pull a crystal card for this day. Oops, something fell. Let's see, what crystal should we carry or should we have? I hope you're not expensive one. I don't know, do we have diamonds in there? Oh, we got a couple here. Okay. Now, air, we can handle air. Air is good. This is definitely the air sign. This is definitely Aquarius. So this is about communication, imagination, independent, witty. Okay. Ametrine, I don't know what that is. I'll have to look for that. Spiritual guidance, yes, I do believe that this is going to be an extremely spiritual time for us. I believe that this is one of those spiritual opening time for us. Again, that's why I say, reach to higher power. Make sure that you keep thoughts positive. Make sure that, you make that connection very strong. People look at this as another portal. So there are all these portals into the supernatural realm, the portals into, just different types of realms. Anyway, angelic realms, clear stress, truths revealed, okay? Things will be coming out because air signs have to let things out. Now, anyway, so on December 23rd, that's why I told you all the 14th to the 24th, just kind of chill a little bit. December 23rd, Mars squares, and this is again from Astro Butterfly, Mars squares Pluto. This is about the 3rd time this year that this has happened, But you have to remember that Pluto is the only planet in Capricorn this time. So it doesn't have its buddies to back it up. It doesn't have Saturn and Jupiter to back it up. So, and Mars is direct now in Aries. So Mars is and remember, Aries is about the people. Aries is about self. Okay? So Mars is square with Pluto. This is the third time this year. This is people versus government. People could win this time, but it's very volatile planets. So take that as you will, okay? Take that as you will. In fact, let's see. What do we want to know about, what can you add about Mars squaring Pluto? People versus government. Let's see. So let's go on here. I think I'm going to pull 3 on these and see what we have. Okay, well this is reversed. This is definitely people versus government. And I'm not saying, this is basically, this is a 15, so this is change. This is the 10 transition, 5 change, or it could be 555 change. The thing about this, it looks like these people are constricted. It looks like these people are tied down, okay? However, if you look really, really carefully, they can slip this chain off. They can free themselves. So, this is again saying exactly what we just said, okay? This is a time to throw off this, there is. So this is choices. This is choices. Do you throw things off? Do you not? Do you accept? Do you not? Now, the other thing too is the pentacle is off balance. So there is an evil to this. There is an evil, and so the people need to figure out what are they going to do with that. Okay, let's see what this card says here. Okay. This is again reversed. So this is a 16. So we can do the 10 plus 6. 6 has kind of a, 6 is kind of a maligned number because 6 can bring about some celebration and some freedom. 6 is the number of, man, and we have 10 transition. We can add them together. So we could have 1, 5, 1, so 7, that's divine. A lot of times with a tower, something has to be broken and in order for transition, for transformation, okay? So a lot of times when the tower comes up, people get very freaked out. Oh my gosh, yeah, it means something has to be torn down in order for you to build back up, okay? So it does feel, like that December 23rd, something could be torn down in order to be built back up again, okay? Now, let's go with this next card. The Chariot. The Chariot, again reversed. So, the Chariot is a number 7. So, 7s have that divine. A lot of this is about giving up control to your higher power thing. And, the Chariot to me is always about moving fast. So, things happen quickly. And, this is giving up control, letting higher power take over. Again, we need to make sure that we keep our vibrations high, okay? Let's go on, and we're going to pull one from my Archangel Power Tarot cards because they're, I don't see this as bad, but I'm thinking that people out there might be going, oh my gosh, Debbie, no, not the devil, not the tower, not the Chariot. I actually think that this could be something that, that these are, that this is some really quick transitional type of energy. So let's go on. Let's pull one from my Archangel Power Tarot cards because I do. Oh, look at that. Now that one is face up. That's the Lovers. We'll take that. In here, we're going to do 3 now with this one too. Okay, so we have the Lovers. Now that one had flipped in my deck for some reason. Archangel Raphael, we still have that 6, but Archangel Raphael is the angel that heals, okay? heal spiritually. So whatever this is, it needed to be done so that we can heal, so that we can come back together. Okay? Now, the lovers, make choices from your heart, deeply emotional commitments, the power of love. That's what we have to bring to the table, what we have to do. These things can still happen, but we need to be the ones to bring the love and bring that higher power. Ask for Archangel Raphael's help during this time. You know, the angel of healing, spiritual, mental, physical, any type of healing, however that is that you need. So here we go. And this one is reversed. The Knight of Raphael. So remember, knights have that underlying of fire, but this is Raphael. So while there's that passion, there's also this emotional bond. This is our Pisces, our Cancer, it's our Scorpio energy, fluid, emotional. There is some direction to it. But again, this is about, in many ways, this is about, in some ways I want to say this is being swept off your feet. This is being kind of carried away with the tidal wave, but it's not so much with the negative. It's not so much, it's just kind of like putting this out there, putting out that positive again. But it is about being swept away. So you're going to have to kind of make some decisions on what's sweeping you away. Are you being swept away by fear? Are you being, if you are, ask Archangel Raphael to help. Are you being swept away with a sense of hopelessness? Ask Archangel Raphael. Are you being swept away with things are happening and now, in order to, remember I said how on that new moon it had to be like, like things were burnt down in order for it to grow again? Are you being swept away with optimism? Again, ask Raphael for some help too with that too, because so this is kind of telling me that, as we get closer to this time, and what was that, the 23rd, that, just emotions are just going to be up and down, okay? So, the Knight of Raphael is romantic, dramatic, poetic, introspective. Committed romantic relationships being swept off your feet, situations or topics that make your heart flutter. So in many ways, I think that we're going to, if we can kind of step back a little bit from a lot of the energies and we keep our energies up, it's like almost like we're going to be the observers and we're going to see that things are actually working out the way that they're supposed to work out. Again, clearing away a lot of the darker energies and people having choices on rebuilding lives, rebuilding futures, throwing off shackles. Anyway, let's see what this last card has. Justice to be done. Things coming, when I say coming back, I really shouldn't, because justice has balance, okay? Things coming into balance. It's not coming back to balance, because this is, again, Earth karmic cycle closing. New Earth cycle starting, okay? New beginning, okay? And this is, so we have Archangel Raguel. Remember, 8's unlimited opportunity. So, fight for justice and equality, rulings made in your favor. Don't give up. Okay. December 29th at 22:28 p.m. So that would be 10:30, almost 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this is interesting too. We have a full moon in Cancer. Now, this is the 13th full moon of this year. Normally it's 12. This is the 13th. This is the second full moon in Cancer, okay? The first full moon in Cancer was a lunar eclipse back in January of 2020. And so remember eclipses, they just kind of like add extra zoom to it and power to it. So there was an eclipse. I think it was lunar. I believe it was a lunar eclipse. And so Cancer is, that emotional. Cancer is wants to take, is about, I shouldn't say take care of. Cancer is about family, emotions, commitments. And this became an emotional time with that full moon a year ago, almost a year ago, in Cancer. That lunar eclipse just kind of zapped it, having all those planets in Capricorn, all, we can look back and see how things astrologically, how they just kind of like zapped us all. However, and we had Chiron. Now, I keep saying it's 8 months. I think it might be 6 months, but was retrograde, and that meant that Chiron was going through the, depths of hell. Now Chiron is direct in Aries, so there's that push. Chiron wants to heal. Chiron wants to make things better. So this this full moon does not have that lunar eclipse. The energies are softer. The energies are gentler. And with Chiron going direct, Chiron is, these two together are helping to create healing, are helping to create that better part. Now, you also, as a reminder, there were 2 new moons in Cancer also. I think there was a new moon in June and a new moon in July. So Cancer, with that emotional side of Cancer, there was a lot of emotions with this. But this full moon ends the year as it started with a full moon in Cancer with the lunar eclipse. Everybody's emotions were out on the table. It ends with a full moon in Cancer, no lunar eclipse, but Chiron now going direct and kind of wanting to make things better. So this is very positive with this, okay? So that's how we end the year. Now we go into January, so January 13th. Also too, I wanted to say that December 21st, when all that big stuff is happening, remember that is 1221, a palindrome. So that is 1221. It's a very strong energy day also. The date in itself has really added extra stuff. Anyway, so now we go to the 13th of January. There is a new moon in Capricorn. Now this was interesting because it was at midnight. It was at 0000 Eastern Standard Time, so it was like midnight. And I do feel that this will be one that says, let's get back to business. Let's start doing what we need to do. And then in January 19th at 3:40 p.m., Aquarius season begins, okay? There's a lot happening, a lot more. Let me make sure I've gone through everything I wanted to tell you. So, we talked about Uranus is in Taurus. We talked about it going direct. I talked about Uranus in Black Moon Lilith conjunction on the 19th. Don't let, it's going to be kind of pushing the envelope, if you want to put it that way. We have 12/21, and there's a lot of things going on. Sun is entering Capricorn. The solstice, start of a new season, Jupiter-Saturn, great conjunction. And now also too, many theorize that with this great conjunction, this is where Jupiter overtakes Saturn, okay? So, and remember, Jupiter is large S. Jupiter is about fortune, good luck, okay? So this is that type, again. Major changes. I said 0 represents infinite potential, and we got a couple of 8s with this. We need to make sure we hold our energies really, really high, because that helps to create these limitless potentials. It's closing a karmic cycle on Earth, stepping into a new age. This is, again, there's many things that go back to the 1600s, the 1400s, the 1200s, even back to 6 BC. And, so lots and lots of changes with that. And the 21st to the 23rd, just be aware of those dates. Now, as we end this, let's go ahead. We will pull a couple of cards. And see, is that what can we be doing? What can we be doing here while we do this? While we traverse, because really that's kind of what tarot is about. It is about our journey. So as we traverse through Capricorn season, what do we need to do? Reversed card, here we go. 10 of Earth, transition, home, put out there what we want, especially, with the new moons and with the full moon. Put out, especially with Cancer, put out our intentions, put out what we would like in our lives. Put this out into the universe. A very happy family life, financial security, finding magic in the little things in life. Next card, the Empress. And to me, the Empress is the universe giving back to us. Okay? The Empress, especially when we talk about karma, it's kind of like saying, karma has been met. Open your arms. Let me now provide. Okay? Archangel Gabriel, the divine messenger. So, lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams. Nurture yourself and others. Our last card here, the Ace of Water, water energy. Again, it's that Cancer, so this looks like something with that full moon. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So fluid emotional, again, Aces, new beginnings, new emotional beginnings, new emotional starts. Now, is everything always easy? Is it like my light switch that it just goes on and off? No, we transition. We transition. We still have to live our lives. But while there is going to be a lot of energetic type of, breaking down, getting free, changing, things like that, it does look that even though there's a lot of transitional energy, it does look like it all comes back very positive. So remember Archangel Raphael, Archangel Raguel, and Archangel Gabriel during this time. And let's see one more time about what kind of crystal we may need to have. And I just want to go through to see if I forgot anything here. A lot of the things that I have felt have been about portals. Now, I didn't hear anything about aliens, though. So who's to say that doesn't come out, right? Right. Anyway, don't know why I had to tell you that one, but who's to say? Who's to say? Here we go. We're gonna pull out 3, just because I feel like we should. These 2 are reversed. Here we go. Pyrite, good change of fortune, success, renewed focus, leadership. This is reversed. Blue topaz, finding a spiritual ally, higher wisdom, abundance, forgiveness. And our last one here, fluorite, personal protection, getting organized, aura cloak. I think I need to get stronger glasses. Aura cloak, right? Cooperation. So major changes. It will be happening as we start in Capricorn season. I hope you found this valuable. Now, I will be putting out my Capricorn readings, but the energies are just so big for me. I'm going to be putting them out incrementally, so just watch for them to come out through the week. When I get I will be putting out the earth energies first, and then on another day it will be air, another day it will be water, another day it will be fire, because that's how we go through the sequence. So I will be putting those out. I'll know if I get questions. Where's my stuff that you didn't quite listen to the end of the reading? So that's okay. That is okay. I hope that you found this valuable. This is, again, lots and lots of stuff happening. There's going to be a lot of things that we cannot control. There will be some things that we can control. This is big. This is big. Anyway, I hope that you found it of value. Now, to all of you. Please, when I say know that you are loved, that is the universe speaking. That is higher power saying that to you. Know that you are loved. You make a difference. And we're all going through this together. Oh, remember the button. Like, share, subscribe. But you all make a difference, and you make a difference to me. You make a difference to each other. We need to, I feel, and I've said this before, because we come together, we bring the vibrations up to a much higher level. So we have to continue to do that. So know that you are loved, stay safe, and be blessed. Bye-bye.